So every year, at the beginning of the year, my podcast co-host and I, Eric, from The Expansive, have an episode called Word of the Year. And in 2022, I chose a word called audacious. And I was planning to have a very audacious year ahead. And on reflection of the word, we always have a close-off episode, I reflected to Eric that I didn't think my year was as audacious as I wanted it to be. But through the conversation, what dawned on me is that by far the most audacious thing I could do or have done is move to a new country, move to a new city where I have to start from scratch, make new friends, build your brand up from scratch, prove yourself from the bottom up. And that by itself was an incredibly audacious thing to do. But the framing of it that had almost let myself down, thinking that I wasn't audacious enough, had made me feel a little bit somber. But through the podcast episode, I really started to unpack the fact that actually the bravery, the courage, the audacity to move to a new country was really something to celebrate about. So the podcast is out. You can go and listen to it at The Expansive, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And then my friend Yossi from New York sent me a wonderful WhatsApp to congratulate me on that audacity. And he himself moved to New York to build a life from scratch, from the bottom up. And so coming from South Africa, being a big fish in a small pond, and coming into the big wide world that doesn't really care who you are. You have to start from scratch. So my question to you is, do you have a word for 2023? How are you going to be theming it? How are you looking forward to 2023? And did you have a word for 2022? And could you reframe that word to think about how positively it impacted you? Because sometimes what we do is we are ambitious in our approach and want to do more. And we often fall short of the incredible sort of drive or goals that we had. But a simple reframing exercise can give us even more energy to think that we did well and to create a did list for the year behind us and to congratulate ourselves a little bit. Anyway, I'm in Mexico. I'm on day 3 of the Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation retreat and I'm feeling fantastic. Ciao from Mexico.